Aloha early in the morning. We are doing snorkeling and Turtle Bay excursion today. Meet time is 7 a.m. so we're at 6:30. You gotta meet at Boss Frogs and you gotta park in the aquarium parking lot, which, well, isn't free. So I'm gonna pay for parking, and I'm hoping that they're as cool as they were in the Dominican Republic and let me do drone footage while I give them the footage for their marketing. So we'll see how that works out. Right behind me is Boss Frogs. They're where you check in for the snorkeling, they're where you check in for the whale watching, and probably whatever other experiences they have out in the water. Now, this place is really cool because we had a little mishap. There's free range chickens around here too. But that's all of Hawaii. So when I booked on Viator, I put the 21st of February. Well, somehow Viator sent the 21st of January. So we were in Rome at the time. So I was getting notices about, hey, tomorrow is your excursion. Here's how to check in, whatever. So I reached out to them, like, hey, I'm in Italy. We're supposed to be there 21st of February. What can we do? And instead of saying, well, sucks to be you, they were like, oh, we'll just put you in on the 21st of February. No problems. And when we got here in Maui, I came to confirm that we were still good for the 21st, and they're like, yeah, we're good. So their customer service is really phenomenal. Now, we were on the whale watching experience 2 days ago, and they're talking about how they're very happy to see tourists coming, because after the fires nobody was coming because they thought they'd be in the way. But this island is actually very big, and Lahaina is probably like a 40-minute drive from here. So if you were thinking of it in terms of Maui is San Antonio, it's the equivalent of one of the suburbs where the destruction happened, but all of San Antonio is still pretty much open, right? So if you're thinking about coming to Maui but you didn't want to because of the fires, you thought you'd be in the way, they're actually wanting you to come here. They're open, and they need the business because tourism is like their way of life here, and without us coming, they're not able to provide for their families and things like that. So it was a really tough time for about 5 or 6 months, they were saying. So, but people are still starting to finally come in, so it's good. So make sure if you're thinking about coming to Maui that you do, because you won't be in the way. All they ask is that you don't ask them about Lahaina, and you just show respect. That's it. 2 easy steps. So after signing our waivers and getting checked in by the captain, we're on our way to go to the Malolo on the way to Molokini. Now, unfortunately, I can't take my drone, so I won't have any aerial footage, but I should have some good underwater footage because I brought my GoPro and my dome, so we should be good to go. Now the water gets down to the low 70s, high 60s, so they do rent out wetsuits if you need them. So I'm going to live dangerously. Are you going to get a wetsuit?
I don't know yet. Thinking about it. It's cold. I said it's cold.
have a snorkeling charter that will take that boat right there. It's called the Calypso. It's kind of like a whale watching ship, except for it has a slide that goes down off the front into the water. And no slides on this one though, and it's all right. I'm sure we'll find a way to have fun. So we made it to Molokini. Holy. It's very beautiful. It's a bird sanctuary above ground. It's a sea life sanctuary underneath. The temperature of the water, they say, is between 67 and 71. It was actually really nice, but the current's really strong. It kept pulling us out that way, away from the ship, really quick, really fast. You poke your head up, not even moving. I was just sitting there filming, and I ended up about 70, 80 feet away from the boat, just like that. So if you come out, you gotta be careful of that tide. Current will get you. But let's go check out some of the flips. How was it?
Great. It was my first snorkeling ever.
Yeah, and I only had to pull you back to the boat because you wouldn't listen. So Heejin can't swim, so this is her first time actually off a boat and going snorkeling, and so I had to keep an eye on her, and she keeps floating away because of the current. And I would tell her, hey, you gotta go back to the boat, that direction. She wouldn't follow me. Then she got tired, and I had to kind of drag her back to the boat because she didn't want to listen to me. So I snorkeled back for 2. Did you get some good pictures with your phone?
I did.
Cool. We'll have to look at it when it's outside of that bag with no sun.
Some of the stuff I'm like, what the hell was that?
So we have made it to Turtle Town. That yellow house with the red roof, that's Tiger Woods' ex-wife's house. She got that in the divorce. But we've got to swim all the way over there to see turtles. So hopefully we'll see some turtles. And unfortunately, my GoPro turned itself on while I was in the bag, so I'm down to 3% battery. So not sure how much footage I'll have of turtles, but at least I go swim a mile. Well, our time at Turtle Town is done. I swam all the way over there. It's probably about 2 football fields away, and saw the shell of one turtle. So a little disappointing, but my battery died too. But we've had lunch, and we are on our way back to the main part of Maui to complete our day. Then figure out what else we're gonna do to get into trouble. With her, it won't be too hard to get into trouble. See, look at that face. Doesn't that look like a mugshot? So I was going to ask Keisha what she thought about the snorkeling excursion, but she's too busy videotaping the Coast Guard that was coming off of a rental boat because they were not behaving how they were supposed to be behaving. So are you done now? So what do you think about this excursion? Would you recommend this excursion?
Yeah.
And what was your favorite part?
Snorkeling.
Snorkeling. All right. What about snorkeling?
It's the first time snorkeling.
Okay. Well, why would you recommend this excursion?
Oh. You get to snorkel. You get to swim up into fish. And you get to go watch turtles. I didn't get to do that, but you get to do that.
Now I know how Batman felt when Robin was messing up.
It was fun. The boat ride was fun.